Hi, this is Kathy, and I wanted to talk to you about working true facts, historical facts, into your writing. Sometimes you write a story and it absolutely demands true facts, such as if you were writing a true crime story or if you were writing a biography, you would need to know the nature of the person and the things in his life that happened. You'd have to know them very well and be able to weave it into your work. That's nonfiction, and nonfiction absolutely demands real facts. Not, actually, fiction does too. Let's say you were writing a story about Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. If you don't know what happened in the court at the time, if you don't know how they interacted with each other, if you don't know how Anne Boleyn got along with her brother and her sister and her family, her father was pretty interesting, by the way. Um, if you don't know what Henry VIII was like and how he uh, took on his dead brother's wife, I mean, you need to know things about real history in order to make the story work. And if you don't use the real facts in your story, if you make up, let's say I wanted to say Henry VIII and his 8 wives and change all their names and invent the things that happened during that particular time period, it's not going to work. Nobody's going to read the story, and if they do, you're going to get really bad reviews. You need to be as accurate as possible with the background material while you are writing a fiction story because, all right, let's say you want to publish it. Your editor is going to ask a fact checker to go through your book and find anything that's mistaken, and you'll have to rewrite that part with the real historical accuracy. And if you want to publish it for yourself or just put it out on Kindle, um, people are still going to leave bad reviews if you mess up the history. The Civil War, if you want to write about the Civil War, you'd better be accurate. Even if you make up soldiers and stick them in the battle, that's fine, but you have to know what happened at the battle, who got killed, whose horse was shot out from under him, and what did General Lee and General Grant do at the time. Uh, there are people who are absolutely well versed in various historical periods. They love reading about those historical periods, and you need to have your facts right or they're going to write up bad reviews for you. So I am encouraging you to do some research. It may sound like it may sound like a lot of work to you, but you may find that there's a lot of cool stuff that would make your story even better, especially if you can get to primary documents and diaries and journals that the soldiers wrote during the war or letters written home from some battlefront or something like that. You would be amazed at what cool things you can find while you're doing your research, and then that can go into your story and people will be thrilled to read it. I'm going to attach a page with some suggestions. One thing I suggest is going to inspire. Um, if you're in Indiana, it's free for you in Indiana. Um, Comes through the state library, and they have a lot of primary documents in there and journals and all sorts of very interesting historical facts. There's Indiana Memory and Chronicles, Indiana Chronicles, which is old newspapers. And man, if you didn't know what happened during the day, read a few of the newspapers and find out what the language was like. They actually used words like conflagration instead of there was a fire. So maybe you would do well to check out the language of the time, the way they spoke, some of the idioms, some of the way they thought about the government at the time. You never know what you can find, and it will really make your story just sparkle. So thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoy your writing, and I hope you have a good time doing the research to make it accurate. Thank you. Have a good day.